Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Kahar with the evening news. The headlines. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio calls for mandatory geotechnical reports for all building permits. Chief Minister Rio urges ULBs to enforce building bylaws to prevent disasters. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan says NEP route to achieve Viksit Bharat 2047. And Nagaland sees steady progress in education through NEP reforms. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio has called for mandated geotechnical reports for all building permits, especially in landslide-prone areas of Nagland. Speaking at the inaugural of the three-day training on urban and local resilience for elected urban local bodies of Nagaland in Kohima today, Mr. Rio said geotechnical report is absolutely essential before any infrastructure development in the state due to its complex, young and unstable geology. He therefore called upon the councillors to never approve a project without soil truth. The Chief Minister emphasized that ULB-led scrutiny should begin in every town in the state.
I think never approve a project without soil testing or trust. ULB-led scrutiny should begin in every town in the state. Mandate geotechnical reports for all building permits, especially in landslide-prone areas. Training includes reading soil stability scores.
Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio has called upon all elected members of urban local bodies ULBs across Nagaland to take decisive action in enforcing building bylaws with a clear focus on disaster risk reduction. He said this during a training program for elected ULBs in Kohima today, highlighting on how monsoon rains affected lives and livelihoods in Dimapur and other areas. The Chief Minister said such events cannot be the future of the state.
As elected guardians, you stand where policy meets survival. Your vigilance can prevent many man-made disasters. In regards to building bylaws, your authority to enforce life-saving rules. It is time that Nagaland urban towns raise up with wisdom of disaster risk reduction to save life and properties. You have power in repealing the building bylaws.
Stating that as elected guardians they have the power to regulate building bylaws, Mr. Rio directed for enforcement of earthquake zone 5 standards in the state, adding that no structure should be allowed without compliance to the bylaws safety standards. He also demanded for flood-resilient building designs, including raised plinth levels and stormwater drainage systems, calling for settling illegal encroachment on riverbanks and hillsides and a zero-compromise policy for violators. He urged ULBs to issue stop work orders for non-compliant structures and demolish unsafe constructions, particularly those located on landslide-prone slopes or flood channels. To ensure smooth and lawful implementation, the Chief Minister highlighted the need to train municipal officials on legal enforcement protocols, penalties and public awareness campaigns. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has said that the National Education Policy NEP 2020 serves as a philosophical framework designed to promote world-class education universally, and it has become the most significant route towards achieving the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. Speaking at the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam 2025 in New Delhi, marking 5 years of NEP today, he highlighted that the policy represents a transformative renaissance in the Indian education system.
आज हमारे सामने लक्ष्य है 2047 विकसित भारत की ओर जाते हुए नेशनल मिशन के नाते एनईपी 2020 हमारी पाथवे बनी हुई है। हमने आज को एनईपी 2020 को क्लासरूम्स, कैंपस और कम्युनिटी तक पहुंचाने में सफल हुए हैं। इट्स नॉट जस्ट एन एजुकेशन रिफॉर्म, इट्स इंडिया's intellectual renaissance.
Mr. Pradhan said NEP establishes a strong foundation for a holistic, inclusive and future-ready education system. Marking the 5th anniversary of the National Education Policy 2020, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan today virtually dedicated 10 PM schools and laid the foundation stones for 23 hostels in Nagland. More from our correspondent.
The selected PM Shri institutions include government higher secondary schools in Chamukedima, Kipure, Mayangnokcha and Tangjam, government high schools in Kirupema, DC Colony, Parent Town, Pusachodu, Wokal Village, and Nyangchim, and government middle school in Montown A. These institutions have been recognized as model schools under NEP 2020 and will serve as centers of excellence with upgraded infrastructure and NEP-aligned curriculum. Meanwhile, the 23 hostels will be built under the Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. Mary, Akashvani News, Kohima.
In Kohima, the event was attended by Advisor, School Education and SCERT, Dr. Kekrel Hulie Yome, Commissioner and Secretary, School Education and SCERT, Kevileno Angami, and officials from the Education Department, Samagra Shiksha, SCERT, and NBSE. This is Akashvani Kohima giving you the news. For quick news update, follow us on our X handles AIR News Alerts and AIR_Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Welcome back. You are listening to the evening news. Nagaland is gradually making progress in education with a series of policy interventions bringing systemic transformation. This remark was made by Deputy Mission Director Samagra Shiksha Nagland and Nodal Officer NEP 2020 Kelhika Kenyi in an exclusive conversation with Akashvani News Kohima on the 5th anniversary of National Education Policy today. He said the 5 years of the policy implementation shows that the state is making incremental progress in several indicators such as Performance Grading Index 2023-24, Parak Rashtriya Sarvekshan Report, among others.
As per the Performance Grading Index, PGI Report 2023-24, where Government of India assess the overall performance of states and UTs in education using 73 parameters. As compared to 2022-23 report, Nagaland has shown progress. And not only that, but earlier called as National Achievement Survey during 2024 shows our state making gradual progress.
Talking about the challenges faced in implementing NEP in Nagaland, Mr. Kenya said, bridging digital gap and strengthening school infrastructure has been a priority.
Amahan itu school support, infrastructure support, digital infrastructure khan tanke diatu or devices khan diatu. Itu to basically utu enrollment. Bacha thakise koila mane bosti de holebi, town de holebi. Itu ki pass hai to school khan pai.
Looking ahead, Mr. Kenya said implementation of NEP 2020 in true spirit by all stakeholders can truly lead to empowering the upcoming generation and improve productivity of human capital, which will increase job creation and employability of the youth. Joint Chief Executive Officer of the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority NSDMA, Dr. Johnny Rongmei, has revealed that the state suffered a staggering economic loss of approximately 365.7 crore rupees during the 2018 monsoon season. Highlighting the 2018 data jointly compiled by NSDMA and the Ministry of Home Affairs, he informed that roads and bridge were the worst hit, accounting for 187.4 crore rupees in damages. The human toll was also significant, with 16 lives lost that year due to monsoon-related incident. He added,
Now in the agriculture, we lost around 101 crore. Road and bridges, we lost around 187.4 crore. Then public infrastructure that includes schools, hospitals and water supply, around 44 crore. Housing, around 32 crore. And human impact, we lost that year 16 people life.
Mr. Rongmei further said as part of efforts to build resilience, the state is now focusing on institutional training and capacity building. He said the NSDMA is advocating for the inclusion of disaster risk reduction measures in all infrastructure development projects. The joint CEO urged all stakeholders to work together in promoting a culture of disaster preparedness, resilience and sustainable development across the state. And the government is set to launch the PM Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana on 1st of next month to boost employment and social security across sectors with special focus on manufacturing. The scheme aims to create over 3.5 crore jobs in 2 years, with 1.92 crore first-time employees entering the workforce. While first-time workers will receive 1 month's wage of up to 15,000 rupees, employers will be incentivized for generating new jobs. The scheme will benefit jobs created between 1st August and 31st of July 2027. And now to end the news, Here are the main points once again. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio calls for mandatory geotechnical reports for all building permits. Chief Minister Rio urges ULBs to enforce building bylaws to prevent disasters. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan says NEP route to achieve Viksit Bharat 2047. And Nagaland sees steady progress in education through NEP reforms. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. We will be back with the morning English news at 7:30 tomorrow. Good night.